Hello, everybody. My name is Angelica. I am 29, almost 30, and I'm just gonna share a little bit about myself. So, I am an undergrad from Ohio University. I got both my bachelor's and my master's from there. Graduated with my bachelor's in 2015. Hi, May and my master's in 2018. And yeah, when I first went to college, I was perfectly healthy, but now I have more than 5 different chronic illnesses that have just crept up from a few months after graduation to now. And I just wanted to encourage you guys a bit and tell you more about what I'm working on to, you know, encourage others who are going through similar things to me. So, a little bit more about myself first. So, I have 4 beautiful dogs. This one is Mabel. She is a long haired chihuahua that we rescued 5 years ago. And over here is there we go, Milky Way. This is my service dog. She alerts to impending seizures or migraines, and she does anxiety response. And that burp was from Mabel. Over here we have Coco and Petra. Sorry, there's Petra. Not used to doing a video with my camera front facing. But yeah, so those are my 4 babies. And they are such a blessing to my life, each and every one of them. Yeah, so I'm a huge dog lover. I love to travel, love to write, and I just love people in general too. I'm a Jesus lover, and my hope is to share the gospel with people through the love I show them as well as words. And yeah, I want to show love to everybody no matter who you are. So, this is my first video. Sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm not used to this yet, but I'm going to get used to it. So, I am currently working on my first book, and it's going to be a devotional book. It's going to be called When a Christian Meets Chronic Illness. And at first I was going to call it Young and Chronically Ill, but I changed the name of the book because my most popular blog post on my first blogging site was the one I wrote when I was first diagnosed with epilepsy in late 2018. And I figured this would be a good way to continue that because it's going to touch what life is like for all the different disabilities I have. And it's going to encourage others who I know are going through similar things, whether it's people that view you as a burden or struggling because your dreams aren't coming true yet because the illness just threw a wrench in everything. It's going to encourage all of you, and it encourages me too, knowing I can help others. But it's going to encourage all of you on days where you just can't get out of bed. It's going to hopefully add value to your life and just be a nice book that is by a disabled person for disabled people. And I know not all illnesses are disabilities, so I differentiate between the both in my book too, because some of my conditions are just chronic illnesses, while other ones are, disabilities. They're disabling. And so I want to encourage people who have conditions that are considered disabled, as well as people who have conditions that are chronic but also not disabilities. Because regardless of whether it's a disability or just a chronic illness, both are hard to go with, and a lot of people don't understand what it's like to be in our shoes. So I just want to be a support to you all. And I really hope that you will check my book out when it releases. My website is angelicalinlove.com. I will link that at the bottom of this video. And yeah, so on my website, I include more info about that book as well as a newsletter you can sign up for. I also am going to be selling candles for fun and for a way to make money from a hobby and hopefully turn it into a small business. So I have information on when that's going to be going. And I have blogs that I post periodically. I uploaded all my blogs from my original blog site and will continue to add new ones to it as well. Sorry, I think I'm getting a migraine, so my speech is a little weird. Sometimes I mix up the words, sometimes I slur them. If you've got chronic migraines, you totally understand that. Alright, so what illnesses do I have? And sorry, I need to stop shaking the camera so much. So, I have, I'm gonna try to remember them all because I just got diagnosed with yet some more stuff. So, off the top, chronic migraines, epilepsy, which was almost in remission, but unfortunately I had a seizure the other day, so now I'm back to square one on knowing if I can ever drive. So yeah, chronic migraines, seizures, generalized anxiety disorder, and that was extremely disabling at one point, and it still can be, but it's been a blessing to have a service dog and medication and a therapist that's given me my life back in terms of the anxiety, because that really took over when I first started grad school. Let's see, so anxiety, depression, so that's for PCOS, which that's not a disability. It could be to some. It's not a disability for me, but it is a chronic illness that affects my life. I also have sleep apnea, sensory processing disorder, rheumatoid arthritis, and the two newest ones are that I have levoscoliosis, and the most scary one is the one I found out today, that I'm just trying to trust in the Lord, trying to trust in Jesus that He will help me through it, because I got told today, and it was while I was at the doctor's office for my husband getting a colonoscopy because he had a cancer scare. So, Lord willing, he is cancer free. We'll find out about that in a week. But, anyways, I was sitting there, got the call, and my doctor told me she was concerned about my recent blood work because it showed that I had potentially the start of kidney disease. And that's something I've been really scared of being diagnosed with, because I know the last two labs I had done showed that my GFR, I think that's what it's called, was not as good as it should be, and it just kind of crushed me to hear that. But I am trying to stay optimistic, and part of what helps me keep going is working on my book, knowing that I'm going to encourage and inspire and build a community with other people who are going through the same things. So, yes, I'm excited. I hope you guys will check my website out. I hope you will join me in my journey, and maybe we can get to know each other. I am open to friendships. One of my best friends I made in a Christian vlogging group 5 years ago. She is double my age, but she is literally the big sister I've always wanted. That was God ordained, that friendship, because we have so much in common. We have the same illnesses. We've dealt with the same type of toxic family members, and most of my family is awesome. So I'm not trying to say I have a bad family, but I do know what it's like to deal with toxic family members. We just have so much in common, and she's such a joy. And I actually got to meet her in person, her and her now late husband. Sadly, last week he passed of colon cancer. Her and her late husband and her twin sons and her daughter and my husband all hung out about 3 years ago, and it was really, really fun. So, oh, I forgot about another illness I have, fibromyalgia. And that one's been just an exclusion one because I get nerve pain up and down my arms and legs, and I've checked my nerves, and everything's seemed to be okay. So they said it just was likely that. Plus, I respond well to the medication they often give people with fibromyalgia. Coco, you okay? So, yeah, I apologize for being all over the place. I just wanted to introduce myself, and I'll be making, some more videos and more fun ones as we go on. But I just wanted to make an introductory video today. Come here, Mickey. Come say hi. So again, here is Mickey. And she is my service dog, and she is a sweetie. I can't believe she'll be 6 in June. I'm not ready for it. And she is my heart dog, along with my late dog, Luke Bryan. And you can learn more about Luke Bryan and some of the videos I've uploaded on this channel from when I first started training him, because he was my first service dog, and also in my blog. So I'll link my main website, and there is different pages for different things. But this is Mickey. She is my sweetie. She just ate, so she has a little bit of acid reflux after she eats. That's why she's burping a bit, but she is a sweetheart, right? Hey, Mommy's baby. Yes. And let's see if I can get the other ones to come over here. May May, come say hi to the camera. Come here, May May. So this right here is May May, and she is a diva, but she's also a sweetheart. But she has that Chihuahua sass, and it's really hilarious. And she is a daddy's girl. So her favorite person is my husband. But I'm really glad we rescued her. She's the dog I've had the longest. I got her and Mickey 2 months apart when Luke was going through his kidney disease. And so they're the only 2 dogs I've had that also knew my first dog, Luke. Coconut! Come here! Come here, Coco! You gonna say hi to the camera? Come here! Oh! Come on! Oh, here is Coconut. Coco. She's my oldest baby girl. She just turned 10 the other day, and she is such a sweetie and mischievous. Always trying to get into something. She has more energy than all my other dogs, and they're all younger than her. And she's perfectly healthy, praise the Lord. Her vet appointment and blood work this past Friday came back great. So she's a sweetie. She loves food more than any dog I've ever known. She'll almost do backflips for treats. And she is just hilarious. How excited she gets for that. And how much she loves to sniff on her walks. And she also gives the best hugs where she wraps her arms around you. So she's a really great dog. And she is a retired breeding dog that I adopted. She does not have a bark. It's very small because she was passed around by breeders until the last one. And the first breeder apparently debarked her, which I don't agree with at all. I hate that she was debarked, but I'm glad I'm able to give her a loving home. And Petra, come say hi. Come here, Petra. Come here. Yes. This one is my wild child and my perpetual puppy. And I rescued her in 2019. She's my youngest. She's 4. And she is a Chiweenie, we think. And she loves to play bite my nose, right? So silly. So yeah. In my devotional, I like to tie everything back to the Lord and Jesus as well. And I also talk about some things that we deal with as Christians with chronic illness, because a lot of the people in the church don't understand what it's like to have chronic illnesses, and some don't think that you can be a Christian and have them. So I like to also encourage believers as well. But my book's for everybody, believer or non-believer. I just want to share the love and support. And yeah, my hope is that you will check out my site and my book, that you like my dogs, and you'll get to see more of them soon. And sorry that I am a little bit all over the place for this first video. I'll try to get better as I go, okay? But yeah, I'll link it below. Check it out, and I hope you all are having a wonderful evening. You take care, okay? Bye.